Welcome back. Let's talk about how to classify our special triangle segments. So we have four types: perpendicular bisectors, angle bisectors, medians, and altitudes. Let's look at our definitions of old vocabulary words. So a bisector, we know, cuts something in half or into two equal pieces. That's what it means to bisect. So an angle bisector, a perpendicular bisector, cuts something in half. So let's look for things that are cut in half. Number 4 looks like it cuts the opposite side in half. Number 3 looks like it cuts an angle in half. Number 2 looks like it cuts the side in half. Let's start with our angle bisector. So angle bisector means it's cutting an angle in half. And which one of those three is cutting an angle in half? Well, that's number 3, because you can look here at that angle that is marked. It's being cut in half. So that's how you classify those. Now our perpendicular bisector, that's the only other one that we can identify from our old vocabulary words. And to be perpendicular means to form a right angle or to intersect at a right angle. So out of those two, I need one with a right angle. And it looks like the only one with a right angle is number 2 out of 2 and 4. So that's a perpendicular bisector. And then we need our median and altitude. Our altitude, you think of a plane or your height, you measure it straight up and down. There's a right angle there, and our median goes to our midpoint. Now, these two are often mistaken for one another. And the way that you can tell the difference between a perpendicular bisector and a median always goes through the vertex and does not have a right angle. So here's an example. Let me draw a quick example of a median. There's a good example of a median. Goes to the midpoint. That's definitely not a right angle. And a perpendicular bisector will almost never go through the vertex. Sometimes it does, like in an equilateral or an isosceles triangle, but hardly ever. So that's how we classify our special triangles, or special triangle segments rather, and I will see you guys tomorrow.